Hi, my name is Aaron Youngren. I am the founder of Great Commission Design. I have over a decade of experience pastoring small, normal churches, and what that experience has taught me is that shepherding these small churches, a job that should be simple, a job that not easy, but a job that should be rather uncomplicated, oftentimes ends up being very complicated. Often there are just layers and layers of expectations on the pastors of small churches to have fancy websites or to have amazing graphics for their sermon series or to be on social media all the time. And so this role of shepherd, which according to the scriptures should be quite simple, quite focused, ends up not being simple or focused at all. We want to help pastors and churches focus on the work that God has called them to do. And we want to do that by taking some of those things that are expected of them and delivering that to them in a way that is totally hassle-free. When you sign up for one of our websites, the first thing that we do is go to your old website or maybe go to the brochure that you give to people, and from that, build you a brand new, beautiful website from scratch. We want to show, not just tell what God is doing in your church. So we send, just as part of the package, we send a photographer to your church to capture some photo, some video, and then we take those photos and videos and build your website from that so that people can see, hey, this is what this church looks like. This is what the church is about. The best part is this. Once the website is set up, from that point forward, you never have to touch it again. Anytime you want an update, anytime you want to change something, you just reach out, you call your relationship manager, you email your relationship manager, hey, I'd like the service time change. Hey, we've changed our mission statement. Hey, I have a blog post that I want to put up. Any of it. You just reach out to us and we do all of that for you. If you have sermon recordings, either audio or a video, we work with your team and we set up a reminder to them, and then all they have to do is reply to a weekly reminder that comes to them with the file and the description, and we take care of everything else. We set up a podcast for you as part of the subscription package, and then we upload your sermon to the podcast as well. We work with your team. Our websites are actually designed to get the people that are outside of your church to connect with people in your church as soon as possible. And so we train your staff to respond to the requests that are going to come in through your website. Lastly, we provide some reporting so that you can know, hey, who's visiting? Where are they coming from? How many people? How long do they stay? What are the things they find interesting on our website? We've worked really hard to make our graphics product unlimited and hassle-free. And so here's how that works. When you sign up for our graphics product, the first thing that we do is work with you to try to understand all of the different ways that a graphic that you might order could be applied. So we want to know, what do you print? Do you print invitations? Do you have a bulletin? Do you have signage in your church? Do you have banners? Are there things that you would like to start doing that you haven't done before? We'll do our own research. If you have a website, how big do the graphics for your website need to be? We'll do our best to go in and figure that out. At the end of that whole process, we'll have created a whole profile for you that shows all the different sizes you'd ever need a graphic in, so that later on, when you decide to do something, when you decide you need one of the graphics, all you have to do is call us up and say, hey, I'm preaching through the book of Mark. Here are some of the themes, and then we take it from there. We already know they're going to need this kind of banner. They're going to need this size for their website. They're going to need this for their bulletin. And we give you a few options that you can choose from for that graphic, and then we produce it in every size that you need. And here's the key. Once you are a subscriber, you can make unlimited requests. So that means if on a Monday you are in your staff meeting and you and the staff are praying together and you're saying, you know what, we really feel like the Lord is leading us to do a picnic in a park in 2 weeks. You can walk out of that meeting, call us up, hey, we need a graphic for our picnic in the park. And we'll put some options together for you, send them over to you, and then we'll produce it. Here's what you need for Facebook and Instagram and your website, and here's some slides you can do on a Sunday. Unlimited requests from us. Most pastors we work with are surprised to find out how easy and affordable it is to put an ad out into the middle of their community through social media channels. Some of you might be a little uncomfortable with the idea of ads plus church, but let me say this. What if you could take a testimony, say a video testimony of someone in your church, how God touched their life and called them, and put it in front of hundreds of thousands of people in your community, let's say within a 20-mile radius of where your church meets. What if the next time you had a VBS or maybe for Easter, you could take an invitation and with relative ease, put it out in front of thousands of people in your community? What would be the impact of that? When you sign up for our Online Presence product, we do two things. The first thing is we work with you and we say, can you send us your mission statement, your story? Can you send us some scriptures that have really deeply impacted your church? Can you send us the names of some authors that we can go and pull quotes from that you'd be comfortable distributing kind of under the banner of your church? And from that, we go out and we make a daily feed, as in every day, a feed that comes from your church through your social media channels that people can interact with. Scriptures, author, your mission statement, events, invitations, a constant stream coming out from your church. The second thing we do is set up a business account for Facebook and Instagram so that we can create those highly sophisticated, targeted ads on your behalf towards your community, so that at any time, if you felt like the Lord was leading you in a particular direction, you could call us up and say, hey, we're gonna do a vacation Bible school. We have this set aside for our ad budget. We would really like to reach our neighborhood. So those are our products. Sincere thanks for your time. If we can help you focus in the ministry that God has called you to, please reach out. We would love to get in contact with you. We would love to help.